So in my last Sunday video, I went through and I ranked every single Sword and Shield alternate art based off the current market price and the card itself, just trying to figure out what's going to take off next, what's overpriced, and just trying to get a view of the whole market. So we're going to do the same thing today, but with trainer galleries, and there is a ton of them, so I did not include the black and gold cards or the trainers. I don't really collect trainers, so it's a little tough for me to give my opinion on them. But before we get started, we got to thank today's video sponsor, and that is Punch-Out Gaming. Punch-Out Gaming is my local game store that I go to and the #1 game store in all of Minnesota. I've actually been to them all. Nobody can beat their variety. You can order right from their site too. They got stuff for everybody. Pokemon, sports cards, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, tons of video games and video game consoles. And they have one of the best selections of raw Pokemon cards that I have ever seen. They also have a new edition where you can actually come in and play the Pokemon TCG and meet some new people. It's honestly a great time. So if you're ever in Minnesota, they're 30 minutes north of the Twin Cities, located in Forest Lake, and the link is in the description. Definitely check them out. But all right, let's get to it. So I'm going to explain these to you. So we got Gold Mine. These are going to be the cards that I think have the best potential to, really make some money. Undervalued cards that really haven't moved much that I think have pretty good potential. A lot of people are sleeping on them. There's still time. These are cards that have actually gone up a good amount, but I think there's still a little more room and a little more time left. And then we got probably won't move much. I think cards that just, maybe will gain a buck or two, but just really won't be too valuable. And then just missed it. These are the cards that have really gone up in price, and I think they're a little overpriced. So hopefully this doesn't take quite as long as the alt arts, but I have a feeling it will, but I'll try to be quick. All right, we are starting off with Passimian. And for these cards that I don't think are going to move too much, that are really, really cheap, I can't click on every single one, otherwise the video is going to take forever. But I'm going to show you guys here because I get this question constantly. So it says market price 47 cents. But when you click on it and look, it says near mint 40 cents plus $1.22 in shipping. Well, TCG Player has a thing you can click where it says 4 or more. So you click that, and then you just look, like this says 15, but it says lightly played. This one says near mint, pretty good sales. And it's 65 cents plus $1.22 in shipping. But free shipping on orders over $5 or more. So you just have to order enough to reach the $5 to get the card at 65 cents. Otherwise, you're paying almost $2 a card, where you can be getting at least 3 cards for that price. So I always do that. But yeah, this card, a lot of these cards are not going to be moving a ton, like literally a quarter, stuff like that. So we can't click on all of them. All right, let's throw them on the list. Probably won't move much, honestly. Next, we got Malamar. Let's check him out. I actually do really like this art. But again, don't think it's going to move too much. Next, we got Ariados. Of course, these prices have already changed, but 51 cents, not a bad art at all. A lot of these arts are really, really good. There's only a few that I just don't really care for. But again, probably won't move much. Now, the next card here, Jinx. Big fan of this card. This was Pokérev's Chase when this set came out, which is kind of crazy. I think this card is super underrated. Amazing art. I love Jinx. Super cool card. I just think this card could easily be a, $5, $10 card down the road. You never really know. These sets, the Silver Tempest is still in stock. So this is more of a long game for these, but you never know. We're seeing illustration rares pop off in booster boxes that are $100. So this could easily pop off anytime. But I love this card, love it. Let's see the cheapest we can get it shipped for quantity wise. But I'm sure people would like to know. Looks like, I think this is the cheapest one right here, 72 cents. I think that equals a little over $5. So you'd have to get 8 of them. But I love it. Big fan. All right, where are we going to put that? I'm going to put it in Gold Mine for now. Next, we got Alcremie. Let's see here, 53 cents. Again, don't think it's going to move too much. And these are beautiful cards too. And I mean, at these prices, I know you'd have to kind of get it in bulk. So just know if it says 50 cents, you're basically paying almost $2 if you're just trying to get one. So just kind of remember that as we go through this kind of quick for these cheaper guys. Next, we got Spiritomb. These are all out of order now. Prices are changing constantly. Again, I actually really like this art and I could see this being a couple dollars, but I'm going to put it in probably won't move much for now. Cast Form. I haven't really heard anybody ever say they love Cast Form. And to me, I think it just looks weird. It just looks like it's got balls and a floating head. I don't know. Never been the biggest fan of Cast Form. So I think that's definitely probably not going to move much. Banette. Pretty cool card. think people do like this Pokemon, but again, probably not going to move too much. I know a lot of these are going to go in these first few ones right away, but this whole thing will be filled out, I promise. Maybe not the last bottom one, but next, Druddigan. I actually really, really like this card. Big fan of this card. Let's see what we can get this one shipped for in bulk for the actual good price here. Oh, right there. So it's lightly played. We don't want lightly played. 98 cents. So kind of getting a little expensive. But again, you know, people are buying it at 39 cents plus the $1.22 in shipping. So $1.60 a card. But I think the art itself is just beautiful. Like legit beautiful. So I'm going to put that in undervalued. I could easily see that being a $5 card here in the next couple months or something like that. Galarian Obstagoon. Let's see where he's at. 60 cents. I think this art is kind of cool. It's a little busy for my liking, but I like the attitude and stuff. And I don't know. Not the biggest fan, but not too bad. All right. Flying through it now. Now we got Dusknoir. Not a bad art. I think it is a little boring. It's just kind of just them two standing there. Definitely not one of my favorites. 63 cents. Probably won't move too much. Chandelure. Let's see here. Up here, that already moved. That card, I think, is much better than the Dusknoir, for sure. But again, probably will not move too much. And I could totally be wrong. These cards could be $5, $10 in a couple months or whatever it is. I just think these are the ones. There's so many that there's going to be a good amount that people just aren't going to pick up. Because there's a lot of trainer galleries. There's more trainer galleries than there is alternate arts. Next, we got Roserade. 63 cents. I actually do enjoy the art. A little better than the other ones. And actually, you know, a little forest. They're hanging out. But again, don't think it's going to move too much. Clearvor. Now, I have a feeling this card might do a little better. Just because it is a new Pokemon. This is one of the newest arts for this Pokemon. So I don't know. I don't love the Pokemon or necessarily the art, but I'm going to put it in undervalued just because I could just see it, I don't know, being a few dollars here in the next couple months for some reason. Next, we got Rockruff. Now, my wife loves this card, and I think this is definitely one of the cuter trainer galleries. So I could see this card possibly being undervalued. You know, we never know what's going to get hyped up next. Now, Hisuian Arcanine. Same thing kind of with like the Cleavor. 64 cents. We're going to put it in undervalued for now. Parasect. I actually love this art. Like, I am obsessed with this art. This is a card, too, that I could see myself ordering a bunch of. Because, I mean, the background is just great. There's so much going on in it. Let's see what we can get it shipped for. And I know it's another Gen 1 Pokemon, but you know these Gen 1 Pokemon people just love. And we're probably not going to get another Parasect card for a while, I would assume. So let's see what we can get a ship for in bulk for the good price. Lightly played. Near mint, 79 cents a card. So not too bad. Love the art. Love it, love it, love it. So, but it is Parasect. I'm going to put Parasect in undervalued for now. I don't think that many people love Parasect. Next, the Abomasnow. I actually really enjoy this art. I'm so biased when it comes to snow arts. I just like every one. So, I don't know. I'm going to put it in, it won't move much. All right. Next, we got Weirdeer. Again, same thing. You know, this is a newer Pokemon. So, and this is one of the first cards of it. I'm going to put it in undervalued. Flapple. People like Flapple. I'm not the biggest fan. I don't not like the Pokemon. I don't know. But I could see Flapple going up for some reason. Man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna put it in probably won't move much for now. Oranguru. Now, I think this is one of the best looking trainer gallery cards, like art-wise. Like, look at that card. Super cool. And I feel like people don't hate Oranguru. I could be wrong. So, I don't know. I'm going to put it in undervalued for now, just because I think it is that cool looking. All right, next we got Mightyena. Trying to fly through this here. Where is it? All the way down here already. Pretty cool art. My wife loves this card also. I kind of like that they did make Marina a little cuter, because I feel like whenever you see Marina in like the show or a movie or whatever, he's always so aggressive. He's just so happy and cute in this one. So my wife's just obsessed. I'm gonna put it in probably won't move much for now. Well, yeah, that one I might move. Octillery. Let's see here what Octillery is. 70 cents. No, I actually enjoy this art. I like when there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's not messy. You know, it kind of tells a story. But I don't think very many people love Octillery. I don't know. I actually really enjoy Octillery, and I haven't heard anybody else say that. So I'm going to put it probably won't move much. All right, next we got Bronzong here. Again, 70 cents. Don't think it'll move very much. Frostmouth, I actually really enjoy this art. Make sure it's not on this page. Let's see where it's at. We're on the second page already. I feel like we're flying. Good art. I love the snow and everything. It's very, very solid. But again, same thing. You know, we got to do it. There's so many of them. All right, next we got Breaks, and love this art. I think this card is super, super cool. It's just, I feel like it really tells a story. You know, they're just hanging out. She made him a hat. It's perfect. So let's see what we can get it shipped for. In bulk here, don't know if anybody's going to have enough. Right there, $1. Yeah. 97. No, that ain't going to do it. So yeah, $1 a card. So not terrible, actually, for what it is. Beautiful, beautiful card. Starter Pokemon. So can't go wrong there. I think that card is a gold mine. I could see this card being easily $10. Such a nice card. Next, we got Houndoom. I do wish a little more was happening in the background. It wasn't just like a swirl. But I still really, really enjoy this card. We're going to take a peek and see what we can get it shipped for. See, there's only 416 right there, 75 cents. So not terrible. And just know when I'm done editing this whole list, I am going to use this list to order a bunch of these cards, just so everybody knows. All right, let's see where we're going to put Houndoom. I think I'm going to put it in undervalued for now. Like I said, if it had a better art, I think it could be a gold mine, but I think the art is a little lacking. All right, next we got Phalanx at 75 cents. Not a bad art. Again, probably won't move too much. The Gardevoir from Silver Tempest, I believe. I think this is one of the more beautiful ones of Gardevoir. Just like the way they're sitting and stuff. It's the light. Really, really pops. Like this card a lot. Let's see what we can get it shipped for. $1.25 a card. So it's not really going up a lot in price. But I could easily see this card being at least $3, $5, maybe even $10. We just don't know. These are the cards that really haven't moved too much yet. So, all right, let's see where we're going to put Gardevoir. I have a feeling it's going to be a gold mine. It's so beautiful. Next, a Smeargle. I think this card has super cool art. Like, if you really look at this card, the art itself is just crazy. Just imagine that. I think this card is definitely undervalued. So we're going to put it in undervalued. Next, we got Flaffy. Now, I'm a little biased. I love Flaffy. But I feel like the art itself is a little boring. But I don't know. I'm going to put it in probably won't move much, even though I want to put it in undervalued. I just can't see it gaining a ton. But you never know. All right, we got Hoot Hoot. Gen 2 is literally my favorite Pokemon. And I still remember the first time seeing Hoot Hoot playing Pokemon Silver. So I love Hoot Hoot. And I actually really enjoy this art. But again, I don't think it'll gain a ton of value, but I am going to put it... Wow, I'm going to put it in undervalued right now to spice some things up. Next, Milotic. Yeah, I know it should be pronounced melodic, but it's pronounced Milotic, which I cannot stand. I love this art. I mean, there is nothing to complain about in this art. I could easily see this card getting expensive, and it looks like it's going up a little bit. Not a ton here, but let's see what we can get it shipped for. For that good bulk price here. Lightly played, near mint. That's close. $1.30 a card. So, not too bad. Beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see here. Where were we going to put that? I'm going to put that in Goldmine. All right, Dedenne. I think people really like Dedenne. Well, my wife does. So I would assume a lot of other females do. But I'm not too sure. I think the art itself is pretty cool. I think it really pops. I think I'm going to put it in probably won't move much. It's tough. The Altaria. This is a card my wife really wants. I showed her all these yesterday when I was setting this video up, and she wants this card bad. So I think I'm definitely going to have to order some of these for sure. So definitely we're going to check the price here, see what we can get it for. Near mint, 5 of them right there. So $1 for a card. You can get 5 of them, but that person has 0 sales. So otherwise we're talking $1.45 a card. Super, super cool card. Beautiful. It's cute. All right. Where are we going to put that? I think I could see that being a gold mine. I really could. I'm going to put it up in gold mine. I think people decently like Altaria. Even the special illustration rare right now is going up in price in Paradox Rift. I'm going to try to put that in the next Market Monday. Next, we got Zekrom. I think this card is just totally slept on. I do wish a little more was happening in the background, but I get it. They're in the sky. Love the art. Let's see what we can get it shipped for. Yeah, this one's getting a little more expensive here. $1.93, and they don't have the best sales. So otherwise $1.95 at 4 of them. I'm going to have to put this in gold mine. Even at $2 a card, basically, I'm going to put this in gold mine. I just think it's that cool. And I feel like we don't really get a ton of just like pure legendaries. Like, let me take a quick look here. Yeah, there's not a ton of legendaries in trainer galleries. There really isn't. I mean, there's a bunch of newer ones, but there really isn't very many older ones besides, let's see, I can't even really find one. Rayquaza. And wow, not very many at all. These are all like the Galarian birds, stuff like that. So yeah, I think it is actually a pretty special card. So I could see it easily being relatively expensive one day. Next, we got the Kingdra, one of my favorite arts of all the trainer galleries, textured or not. Beautiful art. Love this thing. I got 3 of these just that I've gotten in lots that I've kept, but I would love to stock up on this thing. Let's see what we can get it shipped for. $2. You got to get 4 of them. So love the art though. Love it. I'm going to put that one in. I'm going to do undervalued, especially they just dropped the new Kingdra EX special illustration rare promo. I just posted it on my Instagram. Beautiful card. Like really, really beautiful. Big fan of that card. So I think people are going to be going after that instead of this card, but I still feel like it's definitely a little undervalued. Next, we got the Gardevoir. I always actually enjoyed the Silver Tempest Gardevoir more than this Gardevoir. I just felt like the Silver Tempest one was a little more beautiful, which fits Gardevoir better. This card is actually on its way down. Let's see what we can get it shipped for. $1.49 for near mint. So yeah, great option. Love this card. Where are we going to put it? I'm going to put it in undervalued. All right, getting to our first textured card, the Centiskorch V. I actually do enjoy this art. We'll take a little peek at it. You know, I think it's a lot better than, like, let's say the Houndoom background and stuff like that. See what we can get it shipped for in bulk. They're not going to have as many options for these textured cards because they're a little harder to pull. So, but I mean, you can get right here, $2.95 for near mint. You can get 6 of them and you get that free shipping. So we're talking $3 a card. I do think all textured trainer galleries are going to go up in value a little bit. If you really think about what they are, I know they're not that hard to pull, but these sets are going to be getting expensive. I don't know. I could just really, really see a lot of these textured ones just going up a little bit. But for the Centiskorch card, I don't know. I feel like it's not going to move too much more. Next, we got the Eternatus V. Now, you got to think a lot of people do like Eternatus. A lot of people don't like Eternatus. I feel like the younger people do. I'm going to put it in, probably won't move much. Next, we got the Orbeetle V. Big fan of this art. Love this card. Like, one of the best trainer gallery cards we have. I mean, they really look like a team. I don't know. I'm just obsessed with this card. And it is moving up right now, $1.54 up to $1.98. Let's see what we can get it shipped for in bulk. $2.46. We can get that free shipping. Next, we got the Kricketune V. Another textured one. Not too bad of an art. We'll take a little peek at it. Now that we're getting to a little more expensive cards, we'll try to look at more of them. Looks like it's on its way up. $1.49 to $2.09. I think it's a really cute card and it tells a story. Kind of reminds me of like the Leafy on VMAX art. Let's see what we can get it shipped for in bulk. $275. And they'll start saying free shipping on orders over $50 or more, so you got to look out for those. It does look like the $5, but it looks like $3.84 to like really get it shipped to you if you want multiples. So it is going up in price a little bit. I do think there's still a little more time. Next, the Snorlax. This is not textured. Love this card. It's crazy to me how cheap this card really is. You know, I feel like this card could easily be a $10, $15 card. I mean, it was $2.68 here, down to $1.66, up to $2.25, and then back down. Let's see. We're going to check to see what we can get it shipped for. But I think this is one of the best, you know, regular trainer gallery cards that's not textured. $2.25. You can get 4 of them. Super cool card. So I do think Snorlax is going to be a little bit of gold mine. And then if you're thinking too, you know, like let's say if it's a $3 card and it gets to $10, is that really a gold mine? No, but if you buy 10 or 15 of the card, now we're talking some decent money. And it's not that much money to really get that many cards. So that happens a ton. I do that all the time. All right, next we're getting to some Urshifus, Vs. These are also textured. We got Single Strike. Not a bad art. I do think the Rapid Strike one is much better, but we're going to take a little peek, see if it's going up or down in the market. Looks like it's going down a tiny bit, but it looks like you can get it shipped for, man, I mean, so it's basically like a $4 card, you know, if you just want one. Let's see if we can find a decent deal here. You can get it for $2.99 if you can get up to 15 of them. So at that price, I feel like that's not bad for what you're getting. And it is Urshifu. We're talking, you know, a legit legendary Pokemon. People do enjoy Urshifu. So I am going to put that in undervalued. Because at $3, I feel like that's still pretty cheap. I think it just has a hair more potential than the Kricketune. So next, we got the other Urshifu, which I'm a big fan of this art. I think this thing looks sweet. Let's see here. This one's going up a little bit the last month. Not a ton. Looks like you can get it shipped for about $4 if you just got one. And about $3.70 if you wanted multiples. So not terrible. I think this card is also just a little undervalued. Next, we got the Eevee. Now, if we wouldn't have got that Eevee illustration rare from Twilight Masquerade, I think this Eevee was going to be very expensive, like a legit gold mine. But now, I mean, they probably dipped since they announced that card. But yeah, it's gone down a little bit. Looks like you can get it shipped for $1.99 plus, yeah, $2 in shipping. So $3.25. Let's check the 4 or more. Near mint. Wow. Not very good options there. $5 a card if you want to get it in bulk from somebody. So Eevee's got a little bit of a premium. I do think there's a little more time there. All right, next we got the Jolteon. Now I love the Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon. If you think about it, you actually have to pull these cards when the other ones you actually get in a premium collection box on their promos. So it looks like it was up to $3, down a little bit. You can get it shipped for like $4. So there you can get a couple right there. A few right there. Love this card. Let's see where we are going to put Jolteon. I think it is definitely a gold mine. Next, we got the Gallade V. I really feel like Gallade gets no love. It's always about Gardevoir, but I really like Gallade. I think he's a super, super cool Pokemon. Looks like it was $2.95 down to like $2.40. I mean, you can get it shipped for like, I don't know, $3.50. Yeah, about $3.50, $4. Super, super cool card. So we are going to put it in, since it really hasn't shot up yet, I'm just going to put it in undervalued for now. All right, next we got the Crobat V. I actually really like Crobat. I love the whole evolution line, actually. This card is pretty solid. It's definitely going down a little bit right now. It was $3.82 down to like $2.75. You can get it shipped for, well, $4 here unless we can find a bundle deal. So after this, I'm literally going to go through, especially all these textured ones, any ones that I can find a good bundle deal on. you know, I'm probably going to pull the trigger here because, I mean, textured, beautiful arts, not the hardest to pull, but still in very good sets that are going to be expensive one day. So I don't mind the Crobat here. Let's see where we're going to put it. It's a tough one. I don't know if it's going to get too much more expensive, but I want to say it's a little undervalued. Oh man, I don't know. I don't think people love the line as much as I do. Oh wow, that's a tough one. I'm going to put it in probably won't move much. I'm going to guess. Next one is Enamorous. Now, I don't think anybody really likes Enamorous that I've heard or seen. Can't really see it going up too much more. So I'm going to put it with probably won't move much. Now, the Centiskorch VMAX here, I'm actually a pretty big fan of this card. I think this is really cool. To me, it almost like reminds me of like the Rayquaza and stuff like that. He's just walking on it. Love this card. Looks like it's going up a little bit. Let's check the 1 month here. $2.49 to a little over $3. And then, yeah, it looks like it's about $4.50 to get it shipped. Let's see if we can find any good deals for and more. Nope, not really. Not looking too good for this guy. I do love this card, and I could easily see this card being $10, $15, no problem. I think it's a really cool card. I feel like Centiskorch is one of the better Pokemon designs in that generation, so I'm going to put... let's see, it really hasn't gone up too much yet. I'm going to put it in undervalued for now. Next, we got the Flareon, which you know where we're putting that. We'll check it real quick just to see where it's at. Slowly rising. And you got to remember for these cards too, especially the non-textured ones, they're actually pretty tough to grade. They don't have a ton of PSA 10s. Looks like it's about $3, $3.50. You can get it shipped for about $4.50. Yeah. Almost could get free shipping there if you know, bundle a few things up, but $3.35 if you can get the free shipping. So not terrible. Beautiful card. All right, I am putting that in Gold Mine for sure. I think those cards are going to be very nice cards in the future. So many cards, it takes a while to get it up there. All right, we got Corviknight. I think this is another one of the better Pokemon in this generation. I think this card is pretty cool. Yeah, it's tough to guess how much this thing is going to go up. I got to check the 1 year. Sorry, I keep forgetting to check the 1 years. $5. Now it's down to $2.90, $3.29. I could see this card maybe reaching $10 for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm going to put probably won't move much for now. I could possibly move that one. All right, we got the Zamazenta V next. I actually love Zamazenta a lot more than Zacian. I love Shields, and to me, it feels like a much more natural Pokemon. This card's going up a little bit, just like $1. Check that year high, about the same. A lot of the year highs are the same. I did check a little bit before I started. I just wanted to throw it in there sometimes. Let's see here. We can get it shipped for almost $5. But if you get that free shipping, about $3.50. So I like this card. I think it's really cool. The colors really pop. I've sold this card many, many times in person. So I'm going to put that in undervalued for now. All right. Next, we got the Mawile. I think this is one of the better arts for sure. I mean, the background on this card, I don't know. There's something about it that I really enjoy. Let's see, it was $4. Let's check that year high. About a little over $4. You can get it shipped for about $5. Same thing, $3.50 if you get that free shipping. I'm a big fan of this card. I really don't know if a lot of people like the Pokemon, but man, I think it is a little undervalued. All right, next we got an Ice Rider Calyrex V. I'm a big fan of this card. There's something about it. It's just calming, simple. I don't know. Feels like a magic card almost too. But I think these cards are going to do a lot better than people think. It is actually going up a little bit right now. $3 to $4, so not too bad. You can get it shipped for a little over $4. With shipping there, a little over $5. So yeah, not too bad. I think this is a super cool card. I'm going to put it in undervalued for sure. Possibly Gold Mine. You should see how expensive the Calyrex is on the alternate art side, like the VMAX. They are getting expensive, over $100. All right, next we got the Corviknight V, which is more expensive than the VMAX. I don't mind the art. I don't really have any complaints. Was $4.30 down to $3.83. That 1 year, 487. Corvic Knight, let's see here. Where are we going to put that? I'm going to put it with probably won't move much for now. I don't love Corvic Knight. He's not bad. Again, I might move him. All right, next we got the Orbital VMAX. Now, I think this is one of the best arts out of all the trainer galleries. So cool, so unique, so much going on. It's just wild. It's crazy to look at. Not really doing much. 422 down to 386. The year high was $5, so not too bad. Yeah, $5 card. I think this card is going to be no problem. I could see it being like 10, 15 bucks possibly down the road. Remember, this is if alternate arts keep going the way they're going with the trainer galleries following. And remember, this is just my opinion. You know, this is not facts or anything like that. This is just what I think is going to go up next and what I'm going to be investing in next. So now we got the Ice Rider VMAX. Now, this art is not bad. The Shadow VMAX is so much better. So I don't love this art. One of the few like snow cards that I don't just love. But even this card is still going up. I mean, a little over $4. Let's check that 1 year. Almost $5 right there. So, I mean, to get it shipped, getting expensive. About $6 there to get it shipped. So, let's see here. I don't know. I think they're definitely going to move up. I think all Calyraxes are going to move up. They're going to do better, what people think. But I'm going to put it in undervalued for now. It's not really gone up enough to do there's still time. Next, we got the Vaporeon. We already know where we're putting that. This thing is going up a decent amount, $4. But let's see here. We got one for $674 actually. I want to check that year high. It is right now. So let's see what we can get it shipped for. About $5-6. All right. We know where we're putting that. We're going to put it in the gold mine. Next. Now we got the Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Again, such a cool art. I think the VMAX is a little better, but the colors on this card, ooh, really, really pop. Love this card. This card's just going up and up and up. The $5 almost. Let's see where we're going to put it. I think we're going to do... I almost want to do There's Still Time, but still, it's only gone up a couple bucks. And I think it can easily be a $15, $20 card. Let's see here. Because a lot of these trainer gallery arts are actually better arts than the alternate arts. I just feel like people don't want to admit it. You know, they're a little easier to pull. There's a trainer on there. But no joke, a lot of these arts do beat the alternate art version. So next we got the Charizard. This card is not textured. And I think this card is one of the coolest Charizard cards we've ever gotten. To see Charizard like this, I feel like it's just crazy. It's going up right now. It was $460, was $550 before. You know, it's definitely over a $6 card. It's a cool card. I mean, wait till the box is, you know, hundreds of dollars. I'm gonna put it in. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a gold mine, to be honest. I really do. I think it's one of the coolest ones. It's just, you never see Charizard like that. Next, the Pikachu. Again, a super, super cool card. Let's see here. Where are we at? It's going up right now. A few bucks. Yeah, $4 or $5. Super cute card. One of my wife's favorite Pikachu cards. She actually likes this one more than the textured ones. I think it's close. Let's see here. I am going to put this in... I'm going to put this in gold mine also. I think this is going to do really good. All right, next, the Bolton V. I think a decent amount of people like Bolton, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to really make it go crazy. $361 to $5 almost. One sold for $874, so that's a good sign here. Let's check if there's any more crazy stuff going on here. About $550, $4. Where are we going to put Bolton? I think we're going to do Bolton in... Man... Let's see, it's gone up. Let's say if it is $6, $7. I don't know if it's going to go up a ton more. So I'm going to put it in There's Still Time right now. Zorora V. I don't love this trainer gallery. I just feel like it's a little plain. So, not my favorite. Had a decent little spike from $3.73 to $5. Last few sales, $5. Some about 3 at $5.99, but a bunch in the 4s, a couple in the 3s. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to go up too much more. I'm going to put it in there still time also. All right, next we got the Blissey V. We are getting down there. Let's see here. Again, I feel like there's not a lot going on in this art. It's just Blissey floating next to a trainer. So not my favorite. Oh, someone about 6 at 678 actually. Wow. 599, 457. So let's see what we can get it shipped for. About $6. So I don't know. Let's see what that year high is. Was 690. And then if you compare it to the alternate art, I think the alternate art blows it out of the water. I'm going to put probably won't move much more. We got the Gengar next. Super cool card. Always shocked on how cheap this card was. Let's see here. Up to $5.25. Let's check that 1 year. Yeah, about $4. Let's see here. Near mint. Yeah, about $6. So, I mean, it's getting up there. And now this is a non-textured card. So it's a tough decision. You know, I want to do, there's still time, but I feel like this could be, especially with Gengar VMAX. I mean, if people are really about the art, this art is pretty crazy. I'm going to put it in gold mine, even though it is already $5. I don't know. I could just see it being, for some reason, like a $20 card. Not sure why. I mean, the art is crazy and it's Gengar. So next we got the Duraludon VMAX. Let's see here. I feel like this card was always a little messy. Let's take a little closer look. I've only seen this card in person a couple times. Not really doing much. 591 down to the mid fours. One still at 550, 447, 525. So it looks like it is mid fives, low fives. So not too bad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this card is going to move much either. But put it there for now. All right, we got another Urshifu. Let's see here. The Single Strike VMAX. Again, I feel like it's a little boring. You know, not much going on. They're just both punching. Nothing else really in the background. But it's going up a little bit. It was $3. Now it's almost $5. Before it was $7.50. I swear, the Urshifus and the Calrexes, a lot more people like them than what people think. Let's see here. Mid fours, $5.99 for the last few sales. Bunch in the fours. I don't know. I'm going to put probably won't move too much more. Next, we got the Galarian Zapdos V. I actually don't mind this art. I'm not the biggest fan of Galarian Zapdos itself, but I think this art is very solid. It's going up a decent amount. Mid threes up to about 550, 525. Couple at 750, 749, 749. Yeah, so not bad. I mean, I could see these cards being like $10 at least, $10, $15, because we don't have a ton of Galarian Zapdos cards or Galarian Articuno or whatever it is. So, I don't know. Not too bad. Let's see. Where are we going to put the Zapdos? It's gone up a decent amount. I'm going to put, there's still a little time. Yeah, I don't think it's getting too expensive, but I think it does have potential. Now, this to me is the best Calyrex card of all the trainer galleries. Wait till you see this card. Oh, we're on the last page finally. Man, this card is beautiful. Look at that art. Everything about it, I'm a big fan. This card is going up, up, up. 542. And I believe the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX is also the most expensive for the alternate arts. I don't know, man. I can see this card being decently expensive, especially because the other one is so expensive. I'm going to put this card in gold mine. I am doing it. We are going to put it all the way up there in gold mine. I think it's a super cool card. Next, the Eternatus VMAX. Now, I like the pose on this thing. Like, I like how he's standing and everything. But I feel like, I mean, Eternatus is just a mess to begin with. I don't know. I don't love it and I don't hate it. It's got its own little, you know, flair, kind of. Was $4.44 up to about $6. Last few sales, mid fives, high fours. Yeah, about $6. I don't know. I can't see it going too high. I feel like Eternatus is probably the least favorite out of all the new legendaries, but I could be wrong. I'm going to put probably won't move much for now. Now this Urshifu card is my favorite out of all of them. This card, beautiful. Man, him just standing in the hand. They're both just practicing their poses and stuff. The sky. Big fan of this card. Was 718 down to 480, back up to $6. Check that year, was, yeah, 787. So I mean, we're getting close back to that, you know, 5, 6, $7. There's a 725 right there. I don't know why, but I could just see this card getting pretty expensive. I don't know if it's just me, but it's my favorite of the Urshifus for that. I'm gonna put it in Goldmine for now. And remember, I might move some of these at the end. So next we got the Zacian V. I really like this card. I wish it had a little better colors. Like I wish it popped a little more. I feel like it's a little dull, but it's going up a decent amount, $5 up to $8.25, $6.92, $7.95, $9.80, $10.50. So it's getting up there. So it's almost a $10 card. I could easily see this card being, let's see here. Let's see, there's still time. I think there's still time. I think it's going to get a little more expensive, but not a ton more. Galarian Articuno V. I think this is the best art of the three, but again, I'm so biased with the snow stuff. So I don't know. I just think it's sweet with the snowstorm going and everything. And it's going up. Was, you know, 3 something, now 8 something. Not too bad. Someone got one for $7.49, $9.99, $11.11, $9.20, $9.50, $14.54, $14.49. So getting kind of expensive there. Huh. Where are we going to put you? Getting up there in price. Let's see here. I don't know. I feel like it's going to gain a decent amount of value still. Wow. It's a tough decision. But Galarian Articuno, I am going to put him in undervalued, I think. Cool card. Next, we got the Superior V. So this card also, I wish they were doing something. They're just standing there, but I love the background. And I'm actually a really, really big Superior fan. So this card is moving. $7.14 up to about $10. Someone bought 6 of them at $11.23. Let's check that year high at $10.72. So $12.49, $12.48, $12.17, $11. Huh. So, I mean, just in this last month, though, from $7 to $10, not too bad. Let's see where we're going to put Superior. I think we're going to put it in... Yeah, I think there's still time. I don't know why. It's a starter Pokemon. What are we thinking? I'm going to put it in undervalued. Potentially even Goldmine, just because it is a starter Pokemon. I don't think he's the most popular, but still not bad. All right, Blaziken V. I mean, he's literally upside down on this one. I think this one's cool. It's like almost trippy to look at. It was $7.26 up to $12.38. We got $13.99, $15.98. Someone bought 6 lightly paid at $11.53. Another one at $12.47. 2 near mints down there at $15. So it's basically doubled in price. So, I mean, it is pretty expensive, but you got to think the other Blaziken, the alt art, is hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now, I know it is super hard to pull. All right, where are we going to put Blaziken? You got to remember, it's another starter Pokemon and pretty cheap for the art. Man, it's tough. I am going to do undervalued for now, but I think I might move it to Gold. I'm going to move it to Goldmine. Yeah, it's Blaziken. Galarian Moltres V, beautiful art. I do wish there was a little more going on, but I think like the framing, everything, it's a super clean card. And it's going up a good amount. $5.98, $15.80, $17.85, $13.60. You got to remember the other Galarian Moltres V is hundreds of dollars. So I could see this card really, really taking off. Let's check a couple more sales here. $20.98, $19.95. So getting pretty expensive, but like I said, with that other Moltres being so expensive, I don't know, I could see this thing going just wild. It is almost $20, so I do think there's still time, but I don't know, with the Moltres, I'm going to put it in Goldmine for now. Next, we got the Blaziken VMAX. I'm not the biggest fan of this art. I don't know, I feel like it's okay. It's not my favorite. You know, I like that she's hanging on and stuff like that, but otherwise he's just doing one big step. Can't really tell what's going on behind him at all. So, but let's see here, it was $8 up to $20, $20 down to $18, leveling out. $14.99, $17.98, $18.96. So high teens. Where are we going to put this Blaziken? Because like I said, it's not my favorite of the arts. And it's a decent amount more expensive than the other Blaziken. Oh, it's so tough to decide. Wow. I guess I'll put it in Goldmine for now. All right. Next, we got the Mimikyu VMAX. I love both of these Mimikyu cards. Let's see here. We are getting expensive. $23.71. Wow, we got one here at $34.62, $21.77. You know, 31, 23, 25, 28. So high 20s, low 30s. Beautiful card though. Really cool card. Where are we gonna put this big boy? You know, did we miss it? Is it gonna get more expensive than this? Hopefully we can do this whole thing without putting anything in just missed it. That means we all still have some time to get some of these trainer gallery cards before they get even more expensive. But I'm not sure. Let's see here. Mimikyu VMAX. I'm going to put there's still time. I could see this card getting a little more expensive. Next, a Sylveon V. I wish we were doing PSA 10 prices too, but that would be the longest video ever. Let's see, $12.69. Now $26, and it looks like it's also doing the same thing, coming down a little bit, just a couple bucks. $22.98, $23, $25, $25, $22. So mid 20s. I do enjoy this Sylveon card, even though there's not really a ton going on. Where are we gonna put Sylveon? So let's see here. We got the other Sylveon alternate art, which is close to $100 or around $100. So I'm trying to think, could this be a $50 raw card? Yeah, I think I'm going to put it in Goldmine for now. I mean, it's an evolution. Those are like the hottest Pokemon in all of Pokemon right now. So next we got the Mimikyu V, which I actually like this art more than the VMAX. And it is a little more expensive. So obviously a lot of people agree. It was, you know, 10 bucks up to 28. Yeah, I knew the year highs were not going to be even close to it as now. 26, 20. Someone got one for 31.90 or 31.84. 28, 29, 28, 29. So almost $30. Wow. Super cool card. Could this be a $50 card? It's tough. I mean, it's gone up a ton. I think it'll gain a little bit more value. So I think we got a little more time, but I don't know about how much. Next, the Pikachu V. Such a good card. This is seriously one of the best Pikachu cards we've ever gotten. Like, to me, it is the embodiment of Pikachu. It's perfect. So, I mean, it's gone up a ton. Was always pretty expensive, you know, at least $20. Now up to 32. Let's check that year high. Almost 30 before. So, can it gain a lot more value? Let's see here. 30, 28, 32, 30, 30. So not much over 30. There's one down there for 37. Some about 8 of them at $37.99 a few days ago. So I don't know. I think there's definitely some potential there. I am going to put Pikachu in. Let's see here. There's still time. I'm going to put Pikachu in Goldmine. I could see Pikachu being, I don't know, a $60 card. Because look up the trainer gallery pull rates. They're still not just super easy. Especially these, you know, the textured ones and stuff like that. They're not the easiest in the world. They are much easier than alternate arts. That's what makes them feel just super easy, but they're still not too bad. Next, the Sylveon VMAX. We do have this card in a PSA 10. We got it for like 45 bucks or something like that in a PSA 10. So this thing was $15 up to 34. It looks like it's leveling out, gone down a couple dollars. That year high, not even close. So someone bought one at 40. 36, 37. Someone bought one at 47. Wow. That's a good amount. Let's see here. Where are we going to put Sylveon VMAX? It's a tough decision because we're almost getting as expensive as like the Evolving Skies alternate arts were for the longest time. So, I mean, is this just hype or is this the actual price of these cards? We're going to put Sylveon VMAX. I think I'm going to put it in Goldmine for now. There's a chance I might move both Sylveons back down to there's still time. I don't know how much more expensive they're really going to get. I'm definitely going to be moving some of these around. Next, we got the Umbreon V. Kind of scared to see how expensive this thing is getting. Wow, it was $13.49. Got up to $50 raw. back down to $37. Wow. Let's see here. So I'm about 2 at $34.50, $32.99, $34.50. So mid 30s. We got one right there at $50. Couple at 40. I think we're going to be putting in gold mine for now. Even though I want to do There's Still Time, I think I might move all the evolutions to There's Still Time. They're getting pretty expensive. So next we got the Rayquaza VMAX. Now I don't know if it's just me, but does his head just look weird to you? I don't know what it is, but I just feel like it looks a little off, like the VMAX version. But otherwise, I love this card, and the color really, really pops. But yeah, if I had to nitpick it, I feel like I don't love the head part. I'm just curious if I'm the only one. So same thing, $28 up to $45, leveling out to, low 40s. We got one there at $50, $40, $25, $49. So pretty expensive card. Man, where are we going to put Rayquaza VMAX? I don't know how much more value it's really going to gain at $50 a card already. So, wow. I'm going to put it in There's Still Time. All right, next we got the Garchomp V. Doing really, really good. Surprising it's doing better than the Rayquaza. So at $48, going down to $45. Mid 40s. Man, I don't know. I feel like Garchomp really doesn't get a lot of love for cards. So I think this is probably one of his best cards ever. But still, tough decision. I'm going to put We Just Missed It. Controversial, I know. But yeah, just throw it in and just missed it for now. Next, we got the Umbreon VMAX. I think one of the best looking Trainer Gallery VMAXs we got. Super cool. Love the city behind her and everything like that. So same thing. I mean, was $20 up to $63. Leveling out to $47. I think we got sales in the low 40s, $40, $39. We got one there for $55. Mid 40s, one there for $60, $56, $47. So not bad. That's tough. It's a very expensive card. Basically a $50 card, $40, $50 card. We are going to put it in. Let's see here. I'm going to put it in gold mine for now just because it is Umbreon, and I don't know why. I can just see it going up even more. Next, we got the Pikachu VMAX. Super cool card. Let's see what the price is on this bad boy. So it was $30, leveling out at about $50, which I feel like is a solid price for this card. Mid 40s. There's one for $60, $55, $55, $60. Where are we going to put Pikachu VMAX? I don't know if it's going to gain much more value, honestly. I feel like we might have just missed it. Oh, man, that's tough. That is very tough. Oh, I am going to put it in. I'm going to put it in There's Still Time. I feel like it can gain a little more value raw. Next, the Starmie V. And in my opinion, the best trainer gallery ever made. And I don't even really like Misty. I love Starmie, so I'm a little biased there. But Misty always annoyed me in the show and stuff. So this card here, $40. It was always expensive. 67, leveled down to, mid 60s. Let's check that year high. It was $55 before. We got to sell there at $81, 64, 47, 64, 79. So let's see what we can actually get it shipped for. Yeah, I was thinking that mid 60s. So at mid 60s, tough decision, tough decision. I think we're going to put it in There's Still Time. I don't know how much more value it's really going to gain though. So I think it'll go up a little bit more. I could easily see it being a $75, $80 raw card like all day long. Maybe even $100. So I almost want to put it in gold mine. But we are going to move some things around. I'm going to put the Sylveon in There's Still Time. Both Sylveons. It's just, I don't know how much more value these are really going to get. Especially if they're decently expensive already. See, everything else is just so cheap in the gold mine that, man, if it doubles or triples, like you're talking decent money. Especially if you bought in bulk. Let's see here. And I don't know what it is. I do not like this Blaziken VMAX. I'm going to put it in There's Still a Little Time. I don't think it's going to gain a ton more value. Just a little bit more. Everything else I'm kind of liking. Undervalued, I think, is pretty solid. Kind of want to move this Ice Rider Calrex, but I think it's pretty good there. So there's still time. Yeah, I can see these getting a little bit more expensive. Okay. Now probably won't move much. Is there anything that I want to move here? I kind of want to move the Crobat, the Mightyena. So anything else that's really sticking out to me? I'm going to move the Mightyena to undervalued. Big fan of that Pokemon. And man, that Eternatus does look okay. The Centiskorch, wow, they almost look like the same exact card. It's kind of crazy. And what was this Garchomp price again? If I put it in, just missed it. I don't know how expensive this card is going to get. $49, mid 40s. Yeah, I don't know. Very tough. And I'm going to do it just because I do not like this Rayquaza face. And the more I look at it, the more I don't like it. I'm going to put it in, just missed it. I don't know if it's going to gain a ton more value. I could be completely wrong. It is Rayquaza, so people love him. Again, I want to just mention this is just my opinion based on the arts and the actual market price. So yeah, I don't know. This is so tough. I want to move so many things around. Like I want to move the Blaziken VMAX up to Gold Mine. I kind of want to move the Starmie and the Pikachu VMAX up to Gold Mine. But then I also want to move the Pikachu and the two Umbreons down to their still time. A little more realistic probably. But for some reason, I could see these top trainer gallery cards really, really taking off to where they're almost like $100 each. But I don't know. They're a lot easier to pull than alternate art, so I could see it not really quite reaching that. Man, tough decision. So just know if I can't decide, right on the line. A lot of these are just right on the line. And the main reason I wanted to do this is just so we can look at every single trainer gallery and look at the price and check the market and everything like that. So the ranking doesn't really matter. I feel like it's just helping me separate which cards that I enjoy and I think have potential compared to the cards that I think, are a little lackluster and the cards that I think are a little overpriced. It's just, I am having trouble deciding right now. All right, I made a decision. I think I'm going to move the Umbreons and the Pikachu down to their still time just because they are so expensive. And I do feel like they're going to gain a little more value, but I'm not sure how much more value since they are so expensive. Anything else that I want to move? Blaziken V. I got to check how much this Blaziken V was again. I guess if we're talking $10, about $15, that's not too bad. I could easily see that being a $30 card. Galarian Moltres, yeah, not too bad. And I did forget about the Garchomp V and the Rayquaza VMAX. I think it's right on the line with there's still a little time to where we just maybe missed it. So if you were interested in getting the card, I don't think you're overpaying that much, if anything at all. It's just right on the line, like right on the line. The Garchomp, the colors are beautiful. I just don't like that Rayquaza face. So let me know down below what you guys think. Even if you disagree with me completely, at least we know the price of every trainer gallery card now. That's why I do like making these. So if you guys do like this content, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, please leave a like. Helps out so much. You can also check out my membership. It's only 99 cents a month, ton of exclusive content on there. And you can also check out my eBay store and Instagram, where I show off my collection, and my eBay store is 100% positive feedback with over 20,000 cards sold. And like I said before, I am going to Card Party, so let me know down in the comments if you are going. I really can't wait to meet you. But all right, we're going to see you later. And if you want to watch my last Falling Friday, click the link right here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.